Peace, y'all. How you living? How you feeling? How you doing? It is Jamera, your healing homegirl, Jamera the therapist. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. It's like a late night read, right before I go to sleep. But we just gonna get into this message. Not sure what's gonna come out, but we are using a deck that I made myself. So we're just gonna see how that goes. I'm just gonna move the camera up. I'm gonna attempt to at least. Hold on, let me scoot up a little. Yeah, there we go. Just so y'all can get a view of me, the cards, and that good stuff, okay? Alright, Spirit. Let us enter into a safe space. Ashe, Ashe. Can you let us know what this message is about? Who are we talking to? What messages need to be heard? What messages need to be said? Okay, okay. Okay, so they all fill out. I can't see them, right? That's why I felt that. Okay, somebody's taking a deep breath. I was just like, I feel like someone's nervous. Someone is apprehensive about something. It says, take a deep breath and feel God. So this is about coming into alignment with your God body. This is about your God body, mind, and spirit, okay? This is about revolution. This is about evolution, growth, and maturity. So whatever step you're about to take, it's going to lead you in an entirely new direction. And it's going to require not only, faith, but trust. And in order to do those things, you must first surrender. So, we have you been peeped game. Act accordingly. So you are an observer. You are a person who observes before they act, or you see things, you see things in a very different perspective than a lot of people. 222 on the clock. You don't see things like a lot of people do. So when you are taking notice of your surroundings, or in the people in your immediate circle, in a friend group, your family or lovers, I feel like they said you are stardom. You are stardom. You are made of stardust. You are a cosmic being. You are cosmic royalty. Ooh. You are a cosmic being sent here on a divine mission. So whatever this mission or whatever this task you are about to perform is going to take you on this mission. It's going to take you on this journey. I don't know why this title sounds like something I've done before. I have to go into my archives of videos and see, but I think this is the message. You are a cosmic being. You are. So you are made up of stardust. You are made. So I feel like, yeah, you were sent here. This is not your first time being here. This is not your first lifetime being here. I feel like, whew. And I think that's why you have to take a deep breath, because I feel like, I'm not saying this is one of your final times, but this is a pivotal lifetime of yours. Let me say that. It's a major, you are going to encounter a lot of major shifts, a lot of major transformations, but that's the word I'm getting. It's pivotal in your life right now, for your growth and for your potential, because you're not just going off potential anymore. So we could be talking about like lovers, romantically, really anybody. That's in life. You're not settling for potential. You're going off of what you know, like off of instinct, because you've taken the time and you looked at something, you observed something, you peeped game. So now you are going to act accordingly. Whew, okay. We have, and now, I heard that you 444. You could have stumbled across some. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm out of breath. I just finished eating. You could have stumbled across some type of information. But whatever, I feel like whatever you are guided to do, regardless, you are protected. Okay? Whatever your decision to make, whatever decision you are going to make, you're going to be cool, calm, and collected, concise. You're going to be precise how you do it. We have relax and be optimistic. So I feel like this is you really going in a direction that's going to be very exciting, very enlightening. And God is asking you to not only feel their energy, but relax in the energy. Because when you make a decision, you shouldn't feel rushed. It shouldn't feel forced. It shouldn't feel confusing. Some things are at first, but when you know, you know. Like, I don't know if it's because I was watching Married at First Sight that has this energy, but we are just gonna take this as it run. Like, we're gonna take it and run with it. Okay, 555, because I feel like there is still a message in this message, and then 555, that's definitely change is here. The change is here. The shift is not coming. When we see angel numbers, we always think it's approaching us, but half of the time, like majority of the time, it's already there. Like, it's in the it's no 100% of the time. They said no, like, fuck all that. When you see angel number 111, 222, you're literally already in the vortex. You're already in the energy. You're in the energetic alignment of whatever number you've seen. Okay? So, we've seen 555 and 222. Whenever you see those numbers, you are in a space of stability and balance. You are in this space of change and challenges and commitment. Okay? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah, you're not chasing after potential anymore. You're not chasing after the little things. And okay, so you're not chasing things that are obsolete. You're not chasing things that are not deep, that have no depth, no substance. It really carries a lot of residential waste, like residual waste. You want things that are pure and clean, because you're sensitive, you're an empath, you pick up on a lot of energies and emotions on a daily basis, and if the people around you are not energetically cleansed in themselves, you're automatically going to pick up on bad habits and bad cultures and certain customs that are not in alignment to who you are. Okay. Whew. Okay, we have take your shot. Take your shot. I definitely, this is you just taking that risk. This is you making that jump shot. This is you shooting your shot, whether this is for a person, a job, an interview I'm getting. It's about you have a really nice personality. I'm getting your personality is very, you get along with people, you're adaptable, you know how to make people smile, you're charming, kind of innocent, but very sweet. That's why you attract a lot of people in the first place. You deserve peace and serenity. You being in that energy of peace and serenity, you will attract opportunities that are peaceful and are serene. We have stand on your souls to get to the soul. So I feel like this is trusting the process. This is trusting yourself to be led by God, to be led by your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, whoever that you believe in, right? To lead you in the right direction. Ask them, him, her, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Ask them, please guide me in the direction of my soul. Things that are in true alignment of my soul. 939. Things could be ending in your life that are not in alignment with you. They could have just been waterfalls, but you are in search of depth. You are in search of oceans. You are in search What's bigger than I don't know. I feel like an ocean is the biggest body of land. I could be wrong. But you're not just looking for lakes. You're not just looking for rivers. And you're not just looking for waterfalls. Okay? You're looking for oceans. You're looking for depth. You're looking for devotion. Like, devotion. Do y'all know what devotion feels like? I don't. When you know, you know. You're too deep to just be in connections, in spaces, in environments that are lackluster, that are very, I'm getting something about pronounced. Something like you stand out like a sore thumb. You stick out like like you stick out like a sore thumb because you don't belong in these spaces, and you inherently know this because it makes you uncomfortable. You've been peeped game. I hope that you act accordingly. 1111. Yeah, definitely going through a major ego death. Your soul is surrendering to your vessel. I don't think it's your ego is surrendering to your higher self. That's what it's doing. No, I'm telling you, you're an observer. You sit back and observe. Okay, you could be in deep meditation a lot more these days. You could be sleeping well, getting a lot of sleep. This is a reminder to get your sleep. 11:44 when I said that. Listen to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Every flower must grow through dirt. Yeah, your come up is astonishing. Your come up is crazy. 11203. Oh, I'm getting heartburn because of what I just ate. 1212, but I feel like there's a heart activation going on as well. Probably with possibly with a masculine energy. I was picking up on some divine feminines, but I'm also picking up on divine masculines as well. Every flower must grow through dirt. So you're gonna have to go through some trials and tribulations. What did I just say? 1234. You're gonna have to go through some trials and tribulations in order to grow. The process is not easy. The process is dirty. It gets muddy. Okay, it's not always clean cut and precise like you like to be. Some of y'all are like clean cut people. You don't like to get dirty, very hygienic, and that's great. But when it comes to the spiritual work, the certain emotions that you go through, they're deep. And a lot of the times we drudge like mud, like dirt, like I'm getting like septic tanks, pretty much. Those unresolved emotions and experiences, trauma that traumatize them is like septic waste being drudged up. But in order for you to take out everything that's dirty, in order to put in something clean, like clean water, you have to drain the septic tank or whatever, how it works, like an oil change. Thank you. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Like, in order to get clean oil into your car, you have to drain all the old oil that the oil could have picked up debris and dirt, and it just gets dirty over time. It has to be drained so you can apply the new oil. Boom. Cause I don't know if some of y'all work with like waste. Like, I don't know. I mean, not the waste man. Some of y'all are. Oh man. Oh, okay. So I'm getting Jid. I'm a classic man. I'm a classic man. Okay, some of y'all like suit and tie. Y'all like really nice things. Y'all are very aesthetically pleasing. You like aesthetically pleasing things. So you don't like to get dirty in the sense of your body, your vessel. You know your intake of food is very well. What you intake, your food, what you watch, what you eat, things like that. Who you're around, I feel like is changing because you've been exposed. Your exposure to the finer things is life. In what? Your exposure to the finer things is life. Your exposure to the finer things in life are shifting. So now you're looking at everything like, oh, you know, you're realizing that these people's energy is off. You're realizing that these, I typically rock with you, but I'm not rocking with you no more because you've outgrown some things. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like, when you know better, you do better. And I feel like Spirit is really trying to get you to see, like, trust this path that you are going on. We have supine and flow. So supine is the position in massage therapy is when you're laying on your back. Flow. Just keep observing, sit back and observe. Every flower must go through this transition with grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself gentleness. You deserve that. After everything you have been through and you're currently going through, I would expect you to not to go slow and be gentle. And sometimes we can be very hard on ourselves because the ego is pretty much rushing you to get on the timeline. But God says, be patient, my child. Sit still so you can hear me. Sit still so you can hear my voice. So I can lead you. So your footsteps can be ordered. So you can listen to the calling. When it's supposed to happen, it will happen. Trust in the divine. Trust in your process. Trust in your path. And trust in your purpose. Because what's meant for you will always be for you. It might not be the time in which you want it, but that's not how it works. It's in which the time that is alignment for us, which is God's timing. They laugh now, but they gonna be punching the air soon. You're gonna have some sad fellows, some sad ladies, some sad somebodies. You're gonna have some sad somethings. I feel like while you're sitting back, you're watching people have their way. You're watching people have something that you may want. A marriage, a nice car, a certain home, a certain lifestyle, right? Dang, where'd the car go? But don't worry, because your time is coming. Don't wish for it, work for it. I'm telling you, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. Some of y'all actually are going to have to get your hands physically dirty for something. I kept picking up like construction, like certain type of jobs y'all have requires you to get your hands. So I feel like, okay, you could also be working with your hands, but you have to actually get your ass in the field. You know what I'm saying? It get real in the field. Like put your what's that song? Then put your back into it. Yeah, you're gonna have to put your back into something. I'm not saying to engage into back breaking work. You could. Some of y'all could already be doing that, but when it comes to the spiritual work, it takes work. So you can't just be manifesting stuff and expecting. You gotta do the work to remove blockages, to remove traumas, to make sure that you are deserving and worthy of it. And of course, it's like we say like, oh, I'm deserving and worthy, but like when it's through the process, you know what I'm saying? Doing that shadow work, that inner work, okay? You are free in making sure that the things that you are trying to manifest are not out of ego. That they're truly in alignment, because we be thinking, yeah, we want this, like, but it's like, why do you really want it? Making sure that everything you say and do are of pure intention, okay? You are a free spirited soul. Yes, your spirit did not come here to be tied down, restricted, and limited to these social norms, these cultural norms, to these man-made laws, okay? So you might not engage in politics. You might not engage in the standard typical conversations that your loved ones or friends might have, because that shit doesn't really have nothing to do with you. And it's not giving you no type of spiritual fulfillment. It's a good conversation, but it's like at the end of the day, like, what was that? We have creative energy going dummy. So I feel like when you sit down and sit back and relax, you're gonna be experiencing a lot of creativity. My throat is starting to get sore because I have been talking a lot. Okay, so that message was for all of us as a collective. Okay. Can I get one more spirit? One more to end this off. It says, you are a ray of sunshine. What's that song? That song is by You Are My Sunshine, but it's not by the 2020. It's not by the typical group. Y'all know what song that came from. But this is by Flatbush Zombies. I couldn't think of it. Basically it was about a song he dedicated to his friend that passed away. The one that was in the group. He passed away, and he was basically saying like, you are my sunshine, S-O-N, sunshine. So somebody could have a sun. Definitely something about sun rays. The sun is important, but you bring a lot of light into situations. You bring a lot of light, love, innocence, joy. You bring a different type of energy. You are a ray. So a ray is like a beam, or it's something about projectile energy. Projectile. You project a lot of love and light into situations where a lot of people didn't have that. You brought a lot of love and light to people whose energies was very dim and dark. Okay, 2121. We have tactile, sense of touch, and tangible. Whatever you want, you go get it. Don't wish for it, work for it. I feel like this is about things actually coming into the practical for you, things coming into togetherness, combinations, binding, something about binding contracts. This my glass dropped. I don't know why they told me to pull a couple more cards. I thought it was just the one. The one. You are the one. They saying don't be shy now. They're like, don't be shy now. Yeah, because I was really gonna stop. 224. So damn. So there was something that you was gonna stop doing. Some type of energy came into your energy. Okay, let me see. Let me get this straight. Some energy came into the picture. I don't know if it was a person or just an insecurity that you're stumbling across, and it almost made you stop doing something, if that makes sense. Don't stop. It says, you may not be their cup of tea. You could be someone else's glass of champagne. But what am I saying? You're raising your standards. You are bridging the gap between your old self and your new self. You're saying goodbye to your old self and saying, chucking up the deuces. I'm on my new something back to her. I'm moving on to something better. No more trying to make it work. And then say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to her. I had to say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to her. Deuces. Wow. I'm telling you, because you've been peeped game. You're now hip to something. Can I get a revelation? Woo, woo. Can I get a revelation? Oh. I don't know where that came from. And I don't even listen to Kirk Franklin at all, literally. I just need one more card to finish off this bread, goddamn. I'm gonna say this one. You have real life goals. They live life like they're on reality TV. I'm gonna just leave that one there, because while they're out doing whatever, you're really getting to it. Find your inspiration in everything. 7-11, you have a bright future, psychic abilities heightening, and spiritual growth on the way. So I definitely think you're on your way. You're on the right track. You could have a spiritual business. You could engage in spiritual activities such as tarot, Reiki, light working, anything. You could be getting more into your spiritual practices in that nature. 2444. You could be finding a partner who is also into those things or interested. Or you, for the first time, like, this could be your first time watching me. Okay, and welcome, gang, welcome, peace. Yeah, so doing what's best for you in this time, and I feel like just relax, just flow, just take in the peacefulness and the chaos. Cause I can't be just like, oh, it's peaceful. Like, no, there's gonna be chaos. But I was listening to, I think, Abraham Hicks, Esther, right? And I think she said, be it was like be unstable. Let me see if I could pull it up on my other phone real quick. If my phone isn't, oh, it's almost about to be died. Hold on now, hold on, no, stop, wait a minute. Look for instability until you are stable. So if you're feeling off balance right now, off kilter, be in that space, because then you're gonna know what it feels like to be stable. You're gonna appreciate being stable. It's just like you growing up with having no money, right? You growing up in a more impoverished, you're not like middle class, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't, you, some of y'all could be struggling, you know, everyone's timeline is different, but it's about like that time made you who you are, and it makes you not really, it's nothing, not, I'm not saying it humbles you, but you appreciate having money more. You either help a lot of people, you're very generous, you know, you've learned better money habits because you've seen the people around you spend money frivolously, and you realize that that is the reason why we did mine and not have money. But or you got into this line of work and you're realizing that it's gonna pay off well, and if you stick to it, you're just gonna, it's gonna blow. You just gotta give it time. But we're just keeping like that objective of whatever your soul is longing for, keeping that in mind is gonna fuel you in the morning to just keep going. When you find that why for yourself in the morning every day, then you can make peace with a lot of the things that you have going on. Finding the peace within the chaos. I'm getting there's always a storm before there's always rain before the rainbows. There's always a storm before the calm before the storm. I'm getting and in situations where you're feeling a little off balanced and not stable, appreciate that instability, because something about this time of your life is very pivotal, okay? You are a divine being here on a divine mission. You are a cosmic being here on a divine mission. You are a light worker. You are being enlightened right now at this time. It is your calling. I am your sign. If you have not watched me before, welcome. If you have, this message is for you. If you're tuning in, if you stayed this long, I mean, clearly it's for you. So, someone did not want me to say that, but it's true. So, this will be the end. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in your next one. Peace. 28.